Hello and welcome. This is Chris-Ann, and today we are going to be making this little really cute matchbook notebook. And I happen to make this one in a Halloween theme using some of the products that I've been talking about in some of my hauls and some of the different things like that. So let's use some of the products that I've purchased recently and some other products that I've had in my stash to make this really cute little matchbook. And it's one of those matchbook notebooks. And I'm going to talk about what to do when your cardstock is only one-sided, but your project is two-sided. So we're going to decorate that. I started doing a little decoration on the back, but you know what? I may or may not continue that, and we'll talk about that too. And I added some little beads and some fun things. So let's talk about what we're going to need for this project. So we are going to need cardstock. In this case, I'm doing a Halloween theme, and I'm also going to do another themed one. But for right now, for the Halloween theme, I'm choosing to use this. This is that paper I got on clearance at Hobby Lobby. I am using that little notebook. If you watched my Dollar Tree haul, that's the notebook that I got from Dollar Tree. So that's going to be the inside. I'm using some book page. If you watched my dump haul, I am using some of the book pages from some of the books I got from my dump haul. I am using a stapler. And in this case, I have copper colored staples because I wanted to be fancy. I have a little bit of trim. I got that, Dollar Tree. Corner rounder, if you want it, you may have it in your stash. If not, you can get it on Amazon. You can get it in Hobby Lobby. You can get it on Temu. Lots of different places you can get corner rounders. Now, I want to talk about my 3 favorite types of glue. So I use this one if I just need a little bit of glue stick. I use this one if I need a lot of glue stick. And I use my art glitter if I'm going to be doing things that require a little bit more stick. And yeah, I can't find my pen, so I used my earring. Hey, we're artists, we get creative. Inks of your choice. Blender of your choice. I'm also using this type of blender. We're also going to need a stamp block if you so choose to stamp this. Let's see, where'd my stamps go? I had my stamps here. Oh, they're right here in front of me. So for stamps, I'm using this set from Tim Holtz. I got this at Joann's. I think it was last Halloween. This one has stamps, it has stencils. I also have a collection of other stencils here. Some are Tim Holtz stencils, some are stencils that I've made. So stencils. Scissors of your choice, whatever you're comfortable with. Stickers of your choice if you want to decorate that way. If you want to use distressed crayons instead of inks, you can do that. Bone folder, and I don't know what else. Well, I don't know if I've forgotten anything. Oh, and I did a little Rick Ricky trim with this. And this one I got years ago at Hobby Lobby. This is all I have left. And unfortunately, this particular one has been discontinued. I wish they would bring it back because this one is my absolute favorite. And as you can tell, all I did was cut a little piece off of that. This is from a book page. This is paper that I actually decorated myself using distress oxides and all different types of spray materials. And then stamps. The charm I actually got on Temu. So let's get started. Let's put this there. You can see it right there. And let's move some of these goodies out of my way. It has gotten very windy all of a sudden. Of course, because I want to come and do my stuff on the deck. Oh, and the other thing I used was my paper cutter too. So what I figured with this, now this is a kind of a pain to get out of this. And you can see I ripped this one. So let's just remove that. What did I do? We'll do 3. We'll do 3 of these and yeah, gingerly take it out of there. I basically, as you can see, had to take the book apart in order to get those out of there. Now, what I did for this particular one, 3 inches, and I cut it in half. So, paper cutter, if you have it. If not, use whatever you have, whatever works for you. So let's go to 3 inches right in the middle. Hold that there. My hands are filthy because I've been crafting. And then sometimes it doesn't need a trim, and sometimes it does. I do want to get that. Yeah, see, it's not coming off. That glue. I'll just rip them apart. Yeah, and you have to go gingerly. You can come in and trim that glue off if you want. Okay, so let's put that to the side. The next cardstock I did is I took an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock and I cut it 3.5 in. Is that the right way? I think that's the right way. Because I cut my paper at 3, my inside paper at 3, I'm cutting this one at 3.5. Now, I did not bring out my scoreboard on purpose because not everybody has one. So, we're going to do this without a scoreboard, and we're going to decorate this because it is not a double-sided piece of paper, but it is going to be seen on both sides. So as you can see from my example, I stenciled it. You can stencil with ink, you can stencil with distress crayons, whatever you choose. I used Distress Ink Seedless Preserves. That's the one that I used. I thought it kind of went with my Halloween theme. I used this stencil, and as you can see, I only used the top portion of this. And then these stencil brushes, I got these on Temu quite a while ago. So let's give that a good ink. You can take some off on your glass mat before you get started. I don't care if this is perfect. I don't care if there's more on some spots than another spot. That doesn't faze me in the least. And all I'm doing is simply holding this down. Let's give this another little tap here. Let's give that a little rub right off. And let's come in and add this stencil too. I'm not putting a lot of time, effort, or thought into it. There, I'm done. Easy peasy. We don't need to do this end because that's going to be folded up. So what I did is I folded this up, and this, because this is checkered, kind of followed the lines of the checkerboard. And take my bone folder, give that a good pinch going right across. I take my paper and I put it all the way in. And let me just double check that that's going to, yep, that's actually going to work. Okay. So I'm putting this all the way down just because of the measurements of this. I need this all the way down here. Cassie Rose is out here with me, providing dog sounds. So like I said, my stapler has copper staples. I found copper staples on Temu. How cool is that? So I put 2 staples in my other one. You can line them up. You don't have to line them up, whatever works for you. Next thing I do is I take this and I pull this all the way down until I feel that orange paper underneath. Kind of square it up here. Now, if I had a scoreboard out here, I would score all this. But what do you do if you don't have one? Well, this is what you do. There. And then it tucks right in there. You can leave it like that if you want. And if you're making journals, junk journals, art journals, you can glue these in to your journal like this. Sometimes I tuck these in, and I tuck them in either on a belly band, a side pocket. I create a big pocket just to hold this. All different things that you can do, but you can glue it right in as well. I'm going to move my chair, and as I move my chair, I gotta move Cassie because she's under my chair. Okay, so now we have this. So let's decorate this. So, and you saw how quick this was. I mean, you can totally mass make these very easily. So I only want my, I'm gonna go to Anselm. And then I'm going to cut this down from here, just because I don't want the white edge showing. I can save that for something else if I so choose. And now look, I have two. I can put one on the front, and I can put one on the back. There's more space on the back than there is on the front. Now, if I wanted to make this more of that sort of vintagey feel, I used more of the black ink on this one, but let's do the vintage feel on this one. I'm using Distress Oxide Walnut Stain. Oh, and the other thing I can do is with my, I didn't do it on the other one because I wanted to show you on this one. I can take my corner rounders and round this itself. And see, it's not fully fitting. Oh, that's why I didn't do it. It's not fully fitting. But if you wanted to take it all apart, maybe a thinner one you could do it on. What I did it on was this paper right here. So now that I have this inked, I'm going to put that there. I am going to use my liquid glue on this. I don't like put glue on every single centimeter of my paper. It's wasteful. It squirts out. It's not necessary. And real quick, if I wanted to do the same thing, decorate the back at the exact same time, there we go. Okay, so we have front and we have the back started. Next thing we can do is we can take some decorative paper of choice. If you want to decorate paper, great. I have some paper here that I have already decorated it using all my Distress inks, my Distress oxides, my whatever, and I even made a leaf. This is the big paper. I did leaf designs in it. But I didn't really need the leaf for this project. So let me get my paper cutter out. I am eyeballing it. I don't need to measure every little thing for this project. This is a fiddly little project. I don't want to, nor do I need to, measure each and every little thing. Okay, so let me re-eyeball that. Let's see here. Okay, this is what I used my corner rounder on. I use mine upside down so I can see what it is that I'm doing. I'm outside, so I'm gonna make sure I pick up all these little bits and pieces. I have my basket with me, same basket that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm putting all my little bits in there, and then I can empty the basket later. So I can do this way. Let's give this an ink as well. Okay, now to decorate it, I am going to take out my stamping block. I am going to take out my stamps. I can open it. Sometimes I keep them in here, sometimes I don't. In this case, I did. So for this project, for me personally, I am using the spider web, and then I'm going to use the spider. And I think I'm going to have it going in that fashion. Let's see. I normally like to have a little cushion underneath, maybe like a mouse pad or something. Clearly I don't in this instance. There. And now let's put this one away. Let's grab my little spider. Let's see. Put my little spider there. And you gotta hold your tongue just right when you do this. Oh, didn't fully decorate there, but you know what? I can come in with a black marker later. I don't think I have a black marker here. I think that, okay. Yeah, I'd come in with a black marker and I would just kind of fix that. Now, if you don't want to use your copper staples and you want to use your tiny attacher, do that too. That is perfectly fine. So let's put this here. You can hear the squirrels and the chipmunks making noises. Yeah, that's gonna bug me that it's not fully. I'm definitely gonna come in and fix that. I don't have a black marker here. I don't know why I don't have a black marker here. How did I not have a black marker? But, okay, that's fine. I'm gonna fix that later when I have a black marker. Next thing I can do is add that trim. I like this trim. They sell versions of this at Hobby Lobby. A lot of them are much narrower. I have to cut this part off. But this, to me, is just a really cool trim. You can also find things that are very comparable to this at Dollar Tree as well. And I need to cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 off. Where should I cut them off? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I will use those on another project. I am going to come in and I'm going to lay my glue down. I am not worried about covering my staples. I like my copper staples. In this case, my paper is gridded and has lines on it. I'm just following my lines to put down my glue. And because I'm using a liquid glue, it gives me a little more wiggle room. Now, if I want to come in and stamp in here, I can do that. You don't have to. I did on my example. I'm not going to on this one. Now, I attached this little piece of twine, and I have these little star charms that I got on Temu. I'm going to attempt to do one. It was a little bit of a pain. So this is how I measure. I measure this space doubled and then a little extra to tie knots. Very methodical. Trying to get this somewhat even. And I can either go a loop like that, or I can just, whatever's easiest on your hands. This one actually is easier on my hands, so we're gonna do this one. And then for this, let's get my little guy over here. Very sanitary. Pull that through. I'm going to make a little knot right here at the end, and as close to the end as possible. This is where my nails come in handy. And just for continuity's sake, you can add a charm on both ends. The first one I did, it was a little bit of a challenge to get that star threaded on there. I'm just going to add another knot over here. Super simple. You can add a lot more decoration to this. This is just the bones. These are really cute to give out for Halloween. We are a teal pumpkin household. If you know what that means, it means we are a family that has allergies. So for Halloween, we do not give out candy because we respect, that's the word I want. We respect other people that have allergies as well. So for years, my son would go trick-or-treating, couldn't eat any of the candy because he has severe allergies as well. So it was a real treat when we found somebody that was a teal pumpkin place that would give out like little erasers or little pencils or little notebooks or little things like that. So maybe you know some kids like that. Maybe you're a teacher and you make little things for your kids for Halloween. This is a really cute one. You can mass make these relatively quickly, I think. But let's also make some for another theme. So for another theme, I have this paper, and I have this paper pad. If you saw my video, you saw that we got this from Hobby Lobby, the Paper Studio pack. This is the All Season 6. And because I know I'm going to be doing those insert papers at 3, I'm going to do this once again at 3.5. And I may have to trim on the other end as well. I have not pre-measured this one. This is a 12 by 12 paper. The other one I was working with was an 8.5 by 11. Okay, so like that. So let's do this one a little bit more vintage. Oh, you know what I was thinking I was going to do in this one? Let's do that instead. Which I might need to recut these. Yep. This is what I was going to do. I was going to make a notebook with my library pockets. And I mean my library cards. That's what I was going to do. Sorry. You'll catch on to my brain waves. So these are coffee stained. This is left over from when I was decorating my papers with the distress inks, the distress oxides. So we're just gonna put a few of those in there. And I just wanna make sure they're all going the same way because they are not. Oh, we're gonna take that one out. And what a cute little teacher gift. Or librarian gift. This one would be. That's what I was going to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to fold this one up. And then I'm going to decorate the inside but this lets me know how much space. So let's decorate this. And you know what? Since I have, you know what? Let's do it with this. And since we're doing library pockets, let's do our ABCs. Oh, I keep saying library pockets, my library cards. Let's do, ooh, look at that. It's perfect. I'm not getting super particular, super fancy. I'm not even checking to make sure I lined it up. But how cute is that? There. Okay. Didn't need to be super fancy because that's getting folded up. Let's move all that out of the way. Let's take our library cards, put those in here. And you know what? I'm going to give this a staple with my copper staples. And this one's different than just paper on the inside. This one I don't need to bring it all the way to the end because I have excess. I am going to bring that right there, bone fold it, to crease it. Let's double check that it fits. Perfect. Look at that. Super cute. So it's decorated on the outside. It's now decorated on the inside. You know what? I think I want to do the edges on this one. And once again, I'm using my walnut stain. And let's get a little vintage feel here. I also want to get here, and I want to get here, which I should have done earlier. But why would I have done that earlier? And you know what else I want to do? Let's do the inside. And I want to do the back. I know, it's not always on camera. I can't see my camera when I'm doing videos, so I'm just winging it. And then I want to do the back as well. I am not super careful. I like it when it comes over the edge like that. I know there's a lot of people that are just so delicate and dainty. Yeah, that's not me. I want to see my ink. So there. We have that all decorated. Let's tuck that back in. Let's come in and put some book page right here. Let's see. There's some bugs over here. I kind of want to keep those. Now, this is too long, but I'm going to glue a piece on the back. And let's just give that a quick ink. This is super flimsy paper. It's a dictionary book page. There. And I did not put the cover back on this. Of course. I mean, not the cover, but my little earring. Oh, there we go. So this is the back one. This is the front one. Once again, this is our glitter glue. I'm using it gingerly. I'm keeping it above that. And you know what? I have a whole bunch of really pretty stickers that I brought out. If I can find them. Where are my other stickers? Oh, here they are. Both of these I got on Temu. So let's do some labels. And you know what? I kind of like that one right there. And I'm gonna ink that up as well. Yeah, this is the hardest part of any project, is getting the sticker off, the backing off. And I like that this is gridded, so I can keep that relatively straight. Ooh, that's pretty right there. I don't take a lot of time thinking about all the pieces I'm just going to put together. To me, I like when it just happens and comes together. It intuitively happens. And if I need to come back, because this is one of those washi stickers, if I need to come back with a little bit of glue stick, that's what I would come back with that. Let's do that one. Kind of put that there. Ooh, we need that. Grow positive thoughts. Should I put it there? No, let's put it here. Perfect. See? It just happens. And you know what? We need a little flower. And that one needs a little bit of this. Washi stickers tend to be kind of see-through-y stickers. If you didn't want it see-through, you could take this and glue it to a piece of white paper and then fussy cut it from there. You know what? I need this one on the back, and I'm not going to edge it. And we're going to call that good for the back. And let's see. I'm not sure if I need anything else there. No, I think I'm good. Oh, no, I need a butterfly. Yeah, I'm good, and then I'm not good. Let's give this one a little bit of ink. This is how I get my fingers all filthy. But I have fun doing it. Let's not cover that word. There. Okay. So that's this that I used from Temu. I don't really know what the name is. You can just look up washi stickers. I've noticed that even when you try and go and look something up on Temu, it's difficult at best. So just put in washi stickers and you'll see what comes up. Oh, I gotta trim that. But let's do that. Trim that. Oops. And you know what? I am not gonna put the ribbony thing on the top of that one. There. I think that one came out cute. And then, you know, we have all these fun things on the inside. So, I I hope that gave you some really good ideas. So here's the two that we did together. Let's move some of these things. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had fun. I certainly did. Take care and be free.